Right, what's good, everybody? Got Trunk here coming to you with a guide this time. This is going to be a guide for easy, no cheese, Reaper kill, Vampire Survivor. Like, literally, all you need. I'm going to tell you everything in the video, so stick around, find out. Alright, I'll go ahead and let you know the Arcana for now. You're going to need Awake for the extra revives, just in case. You're going to want Waltz of Pearls for the extra bounces. You're going to want Slash for those juicy crits. Alright, let's hop into this. Alright, hopping right in with this run. As you'll notice, we're level 25 right now. I was a bit of a dum-dum and didn't have my software recording at the beginning of the run. But all that I've done so far is obviously leveled up a few times, and I made straight to the left-hand side of Inlaid Library to get the silver ring. Alright, so on that note, this method does require that you have the yellow sign from Holy Forbidden. If you don't have it, progress far enough in the stages to unlock that. Super easy, not hard to do. Once you have the sign, you can now find your hidden relics and stages. I like to use Inlaid Library. You can see that I went Grochi for this run. I like the cross, and I get it automatically with him. And he starts with an extra revive, which isn't bad, and gets another one at level 33. So, essentially, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to level up your cross. Obviously, like this method, you can just play as normal. Nothing special that you need to do other than seek out the rings. Alright, so my ideal loadout for this is the cross, a magic wand, the axes, block lancet, and the last one is really just can be whatever you prefer. You want to make sure that you have all of your evolution requirements. So you're gonna want the clover, you're gonna want the tome, you're gonna want the candelabra, you're gonna have to have the silver and gold rings so you can do Infinity Corridor. Because that is the hinge pin of this plan, is the Infinity Corridor. So essentially what you want to do is when you start out, get the rings as fast as you can, which means making all the way to the left hand side of the map and all the way to the right hand side of the map. Once you have them, you're going to need to level up both of the rings and Clock Lancet to max level in order to evolve. And you just want to get your evolutions done. I like to get them done as quick as possible, and as you'll see here in a little bit, I just chill in the middle of the map. Just find me a good spot and I hang out. I like to do it around a table because I'll play Ring Around the Rosie with him, but as you'll see, I don't get him hung. He doesn't get stuck or anything like that. I just like to dance around the table because it gives you a little bit extra space. And another thing you'll notice later on, for my wild card, I actually don't really go another damage item. I will pick up Laurel, and I will max that all the way out as well. And that will give me extra protection from his one-hit shot, from his one-hitter quitter, essentially. So it's just another layer of fallbacks. But yep, you want to focus throughout with your main goal is getting the 2 rings and getting everything leveled up. There is no waiting till the last second to do 1,000 levels at once. You'll see I'll get to about level 67, 68. At that point, I'll have all of my weapons maxed out, and I'll just hang out until the appointed time. So on that note, we'll just leave you to watch the leveling if you so desire. I would greatly appreciate it. It definitely helps. And I'll rejoin you at the fun part when we're encountering the Reaper. Or Reapers, I should say. And what comes thereafter. We'll just put it that way. Alright. See you guys in a few. Alright, so rejoining you now, we've just completed our Infinity Corridor, and at this point you will notice things just start melting. Not that they weren't melting before, but from this point on, nothing's going to get anywhere close to you. Every time Infinity Corridor flashes, they lose half of their health. And with the DPS that you're putting out between your sides, your swords, and your what should be a holy wand at this point, like nothing just has any chance of getting anywhere close to you. Just pick a spot, post up, and get comfortable because you got about 15 minutes of just hanging out. But referencing our build, you'll notice I picked up the duplicator for the obvious reasons: more projectiles, more damage, and the laurel that I spoke of earlier. And we also added into Thunderloop just to complete for another evolutionary item. And let's be honest, Thunderloop does crazy damage. Should be in the millions at the end of this. But yeah, just wanted to give a little update on the build. Everything at this point is maxed out. So when we get closer, right before, or right as the Reaper spawns, you'll notice I'll go for a red crystal. I get there a little bit early. It doesn't end up mattering. It doesn't. The health boost that he gets from the couple of levels before he spawned really didn't end up like messing me up. But ideally, you want to time it to right as every mob vanishes and the Reaper is placed on the map. You want to pick up that orb just to give you an extra damage boost from the couple of levels you're going to pick up from it. In reality, probably not required to do that, but just a fancy little flourish and extra security. As you can tell, that's kind of the overarching theme of this build. Just extra security and accounting for various redundancies. Yep, just got a little bit of hanging out to do, and we'll pick you up with the Reaper here in a few minutes. Right, hang tight, guys. Alright, popping back in with you here. We are 2 minutes out from the Reaper spawn. We have our build complete, all of our weapons are evolved, and we've really just been waiting for a bit now, so moment of truth is approaching. And you notice I've positioned myself close to the table. Like, it's not required by any means, but I personally like to ring around the rosy. It gives me an extra step on his one hit, just in case he gets through the laurel. And on the off chance that you don't kill him before the second Reaper, it kind of helps to split him up a little bit. So that's the notes for my positioning here. As I said, it's not required. It's just something, it's a habitual thing more than anything. Alright, 29 minutes. The wave's going to start getting thick. They're going to try to press in, but you're going to notice with Infinity Corridor, they just don't have a shot. This is the furthest in they've made it the entire time, but they won't get much further than what they are right now. Now I've also positioned myself roughly in the middle between the two red gems that you see right there on the right hand side, one of which is directly above the treasure chest. The reason I'm in between the two is I stopped paying attention for a few minutes and I'm not 100% certain which one of those is storing all of the XP that is no longer dropping. Alright, so let's start making our way. Let's grab the first one. That gave us one, so it's going to be in one of these. Here we go. And puts us at level 90 when the Reaper shows up. But you see, Laurel saved us a couple of times already. Keep freezing him with the Lancet, and every time the Infinity Corridor flashes, we are having his health. So, in reality, the massive HP buff that he gets per level is being negated entirely, essentially. And just keeping them frozen and keeping the constant DPS on. And it'll be, for me on this one, it's going to be shortly after the second Reaper appears that we finally drop him down. And there he goes. They are gone, and the bells are ringing. Alright guys, enjoy the ending. That's how you do it, right there. And as you can tell, with this guy, the White Death, there's nothing that you can do. This is the true end. Look at that infinite corridor damage. That is insane. And your reward for killing him? Right here. Alright, enjoy guys. Secret character unlocked. Alright, trunk out guys. Have a good day.